Old World and New World cannabis cultivation. The concept of New World and Old World spans across multiple industries, including wine and cannabis. These terms refer to a region's historical use and production methods. Old World denotes areas with a long, traditional history of production, often characterized by manual labor and hand tools, passed down through generations. Old school or traditional methods are labor-intensive, relying on skills honed over centuries. These methods are deeply rooted in the culture and history of the regions where they originated. In the world of wine, the term Sauvignon Blanc translates to savage white in French, where this grape cultivar was first discovered. The French developed specialized techniques for making wine from this grape, and through generations of refinement, France is now considered an Old World wine producer and an epicenter for viticulture. New World regions, such as New Zealand, have adapted these traditional techniques and cultivars to their unique environments. While they lack the long history of production, they bring innovation and new styles to the industry. The Old World and New World distinction also applies to cannabis. Old World regions are home to unique landrace strains and traditional cultivation methods, deeply intertwined with their cultural and historical contexts. The journey of cannabis genetics is a fascinating story of human intervention and natural evolution. Along ancient trade routes, cannabis traveled to far corners of the world, integrating into diverse cultures and adapting to various climates. Old World regions like India, Nepal, Afghanistan, Malawi, and South Africa have rich traditions in cannabis cultivation. Each of these regions has developed unique methods and philosophies around the plant. In the Himalayas, where cannabis likely began its journey, the rugged terrain and unique climate created ideal conditions for the plant's growth. Local communities incorporated cannabis into their culture, refining cultivation and extraction methods over centuries. In Nepal, charas is made by hand-rubbing fresh cannabis plants. This method, shaped by the region's humid environment, differs from the dry sieving techniques used in other hashish-producing countries. In India, cannabis holds a sacred place in culture and spirituality. Ancient texts like the Vedas mention cannabis as one of 5 sacred plants, believed to house a guardian angel. The deity Shiva is also associated with cannabis, highlighting its spiritual significance. Afghanistan is another key region with a long history of cannabis cultivation. Traditional Afghan hashish is made by sifting the resin of dried cannabis plants and hand-pressing it into dark blocks, often stamped with the producer's seal. Morocco, a leading producer of cannabis, has seen a revolution in hashish production over the past 15 years. Traditional dry sieving methods are now complemented by modern techniques like ice water hash and rosin extraction, increasing both potency and variety. Malawi is renowned for its Malawi Gold strain, one of Africa's finest sativa varieties. This has led to increased marijuana tourism and significant economic benefits for local communities. In Swaziland, the Swazi Gold strain thrives in the temperate climate. Local women, often grandmothers, play a crucial role in cultivation, preserving the genetics by not separating male and female plants. South Africa's Dagga Belt, particularly Mpondoland, is famous for its strains like Mpondo Gold. This region's tropical climate and organic cultivation methods have made it a hub for legendary African landrace genetics. In the New World, regions like the USA's Emerald Triangle and Canada's British Columbia have become centers of innovation in cannabis cultivation. These areas utilize advanced techniques and smart technology to improve efficiency and sustainability. New World regions are at the forefront of agricultural advancements, incorporating smart technology to enhance farming practices. This includes the use of controlled environments, hydroponics, and renewable energy sources. Understanding the differences between Old World and New World production methods allow us to appreciate the rich diversity of cannabis culture. Both approaches offer unique qualities, contributing to the global appreciation of cannabis. Growers have been cultivating cannabis plants in the Emerald Triangle region since the 1960s. Growing cannabis there is considered a way of life, and the locals believe that everyone living in this region is either directly or indirectly reliant on the cannabis industry. The industry exploded in the region with the passage of California Proposition 215, which legalized the use of cannabis for medicinal purposes in California. The passage of Proposition 64 in 2016 legalized the general sale and distribution of cannabis. When growing cannabis was illegal, this area was remote, with limited law enforcement. The area has developed a reputation for cannabis with exceptionally good flavor and cannabinoid profiles. In Canada, the early history of cannabis production was centered in hippie communities in the Gulf Islands and Kootenays in British Columbia, in climate conditions perfect for outdoor growing. However, it is believed that much of the cannabis currently sold for export originates from hydroponic grow operations in the Lower Mainland, with significant amounts added by outdoor growers throughout the province. According to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, the majority of these grow operations are run by gangs such as the Hells Angels and the Red Scorpions. In 2008, a Royal Canadian Mounted Police inspector estimated the number of grow-ops in residential houses in the province to be 20,000. Known for its exceptional quality, BC Bud has inspired a growing industry of indoor and outdoor cannabis cultivation. The Lower Mainland is home of the first purpose-built industrial greenhouse called SunLab. Developed by licensed producer Tantalus Labs, the facility was designed to cultivate sustainably grown cannabis using captured rainwater and 90% less electricity than traditional indoor cultivation methods. Another innovation in global agricultural practices is the implementation of smart technology to improve farming practices. New World cultivation regions are at the forefront of these advancements. It is fundamental to understand the crucial differences in production styles. To appreciate the versatility of cannabis as a consumer product, one method cannot be superior to another. Similar to the wine industry, in the modern era, we still find all styles of production competing for shelf space in stores. Consumer preference plays a large role when considering the production style for a specific cultivar. Unearth the Green Revolution. Visit www.smokybee420.com.